Hey guys, welcome back to Man's Interest 1-1. This is your boy Hellfish6. First, I want to apologize to anybody that's actually listening to this. I know it's been a while since I've made my last video. That's one thing that I'm learning about YouTube. This is one of those things where consistency seems to be all important. If you get away from it, if you stop doing it, I guess like anything, it becomes really difficult to pick it back up again. Kind of reminds me of going to class. You miss one class and you're like, I'll make it up on the next class. And you miss the second one and you're like, oh man, I'm starting to get a little bit behind. You miss the third one and then you're like, oh man, I'm so far behind, I don't even want to go back anymore. And before you know it, you're 4 or 5, 6 classes in and you're like, holy crap, how am I ever going to make this up? That's how I kind of feel about making YouTube videos, it seems. I've only made a handful and yet I somehow still find myself being lazy about making another one. It blows my mind. I got footage here. I got stuff I got to edit. I got ideas of what I want to talk about. But yet, for whatever reason, I think procrastination is probably one of the worst addictions anybody can have. It's really terrible. Anyway, let's get back into it. What I got here is some counterstrike footage. This was about 2 weeks ago. Some of my clutch moments of all the games that I've been playing. Some clutch endings, some 4Ks and some aces at the end there. And Counter-Strike seems to be in a good spot right now. A lot of articles coming out on PC Gamer talking about Counter-Strike, talking about the gambling scene, talking about the value of the weapon skins. It looks like every single month Counter-Strike is just getting more and more popular. And I think what's happening is not that Counter-Strike hasn't always been popular. I mean, I've been playing this game since 2000 on 1.6. I really think it's come down to the gambling. I think the gambling is really what's pushing the popularity of this game. I compare it to the NFL. I think one of the main reasons why the NFL is so popular is because of the gambling. It's probably one of the most betted on games or sports activities in the country, or maybe the world. I think it's the reason why Sunday games, they dominate the ratings. Sunday night game dominates the ratings. Monday night game dominates the ratings. Those guys that lose their bets on Sunday, they go all in on Monday. And so I think gambling is what's really driving the popularity. Because when you think about it, most people are playing the same maps. They're playing Dust 2, they're playing Mirage. And then, on the fringes, you got Inferno and some of the other ones. It's not even like it was in the old days. In the old days, the rotation included the hostage maps. It included Dust 1 and the other bomb maps. Now guys are really just playing the same 2-3 maps. So how can this game become more popular every single month? It's got to be the gambling. It's got to be the gambling on a lot of these websites. And it's genius. It's absolutely genius. And I'm very curious to see how the federal government's going to try to get in and regulate this. Because, gambling's illegal in this country outside of a couple of states. I think Nevada and New Jersey. And of course the Native American protected lands. And so it's genius. You got the weapon skins that are worth money, that there's a value placed on them, but you're gambling virtual items. And then you lose your virtual items. Yeah, you lost the value that someone's placed on that item, but you're actually not losing currency. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the government's going to try to get in and regulate some of this stuff. Because this is not the first time that virtual items have been sold for money. Blizzard's been doing it for a long time. I hated the auction house in the last Diablo game. Hated it, but a lot of guys made money. A lot of guys made money on it, and it's taxed too. There is taxes on it, so I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out. But I think that's one of the main reasons why Counter-Strike is as popular as it is right now. It's about those skins, and good for the game. I'm enjoying it still. It's one of those games though. You reach a certain point, and you need to you need to get with a good team, a good group of people, and make a decision. Are you guys playing this for fun, or are you guys playing this to be good and be competitive and to win all of your games? And for me, I think I fall in the latter group. I want to have fun, but it's not fun when you're losing. This is one of those games when you're getting your ass kicked. It's like somebody kicked you in the balls. You just let the air gets let out of you, and you're like, oh. The rounds start dragging, your shots start missing, and it becomes very hard to enjoy this kind of game when you're losing. But man, when you're winning, it's a great time. It's a great time. The team's excited for you. The team's calling out positions and enemies, and it's it's a much more enjoyable experience. Last week there was a pretty big patch that came out, the shadow cases. I'm not too thrilled about a lot of the weapons. I got the M4 golden skin. I think that one's nice, but some of the other ones I'm not too thrilled about. I think the best one's got to be the one for the M9 though, for the CTs. It looks amazing. The one with the skull, absolutely looks great. What I really, again, going back to the whole gambling thing in the currency, I thought it was fantastic. It was amazing how that patch came out, and they nerfed the M4 by lowering down the rate of fire, and then you saw the value of the M4 silence immediately drop in the Steam community market. You know, it's picking back up now. People realize that it's still a pretty good weapon to use and it's very accurate, but now you have to start saying, well, wow, Steam can, Steam and Counterstrike, they could actively manipulate the market how they see fit. It's not just a matter of weapon balancing. Now they got to take into consideration the value of these skins that people are buying, because, you know, there was a lot of rage. There's always rage when you nerf anything. There's always rage. You know, nobody really likes the nerf hammer. But now you're talking about, hey, you're nerfing my weapon, and my weapon is worth $400, and because you nerfed it, now it's worth $300 or $250. That's an issue. I think that's an issue or concern that probably needs to be addressed. Another thing that happened with the patches, they turned off the ability to talk to the opposing team during the warm-up, halftime, and the end of the game. Now, I thought the patch notes said that it was just going to be during the warm-up and halftime, but it looks like it's at the end of the game. I like it. I like it. It's peace and quiet. I don't have to worry about turning off the audio chat settings anymore. I could play it in peace, and so to me it's worth it, and I enjoy the patch. All right, guys. Well, I do have to going to work on some more videos, but thanks for watching, and have a great one. Bye.